Yeah, hi guys, Peter back for yet another video. Today I'm going to do an album ranking. I'm going to do the Mighty Van Halen. I'm going to do Fair Warning. I would say my favorite Van Halen album, I would have to say, been for pretty much years now, has been my favorite Van Halen album. But that could change, but at the moment I'm sticking with that as my favorite album. A lot of great albums through the late 70s, early 80s, and the David Lee Roth period. Sammy Hagar period I liked, but it's sort of a bit worn off me, and now a bit the Sammy Hagar period sort of the interest has waned off it a bit for me. I just stick to the Roth period, and some great albums in that era. They had a great string of albums. A Fair Warning for me, it's got a bit of a dark theme. I really love the songs, and yeah, and they did back in the day, they did albums like, they weren't real long albums, 31, 33, 35 minutes, sort of around there. But really great stuff, really not much yeah, Deadwood on those albums, filler, and they're pretty really good albums, all of them, I would think. Even the much maligned, not much maligned, but one thought of the weakest Roth album, Dive It Down, I think is a really good album. But that's enough of the background. I'll get on with the list. 9 tracks from Fair Warning on the ranking today. So number 9, I went for the instrumental. Very experimental, but a quite interesting sounding track. Fits well in with the album, about 2 minutes. Sunday Afternoon in the Park. Get a bit of the Eddie experimenting there with sounds and that. It's quite interesting, but it fits well in with the album. Doesn't overstay its welcome at all. So that's number 9. Number 8, a song that the instrumental goes into, straight into it. And it's even a little bit less long. It's about in the 150 area, 150 something. 1 foot out the door. But it's a good rocker. It's a good finish to the album. And it just sort of fades out as the album ends. It's a pretty good rocker, actually. Although not my favorite, obviously. It's down at number 8. But this album is pretty good from start to finish. Number 7, a great rocking song. People might have it higher. I always loved it, but I'm splitting hairs, as I said, guys, with some of these rankings, you know, in what order they're in. But I went for the earlier in the 3rd track, Sinner Swing, really good song. Now, number 6, I love this song. It's a great deep cut. I love the opening with the bass. Very laid back. David Lee Roth has sort of got that. He's not singing real loud. It's sort of at times in a whisper, and very laid back vibe to it. And I love the guitar solo in it too. And it's a very interesting sounding song. I haven't had too many songs like this, but very great, great song. Push Comes to Shove. Really love that one. Really always have loved that song. Now, into the last 5. Number 5, I went for a very catchy pop rock. I guess you could say rocking pop number. Not pop so much, but just a good rocking number. Very catchy. So This Is Love. So This Is Love, guys, at number 5. Top 4 now. Now, the top 4 is, especially the top 3, was very easy to do for me. But top 4, I thought about putting So This Is Love at 4, but I just changed it last minute with the next song, which is a great song. Interesting lyrics. You can work it out for yourselves, guys. But number 4, I went for Dirty Movies. Just love the intensity of this track. They got a very great sense of melody, Van Halen, very accessible, you know, if you get what I'm saying. And this is no exception. Work out the lyrics for yourselves, guys. The song's called Dirty Movies at number 4. Love that song. Top 3, pretty much easy order to put in as well. The next number 3 is, it starts off slowly and just rips in, and you get Roth taking off with the vocal, and it's so catchy and infectious. You just can't help but get into it. Number 3 is Hear About It Later. Love that. One of the greatest Van Halen songs for me. Now, number two, these two have always been considered by most people the best two songs on the album, and it's what order you put them in, I guess. But number two is that unmistakable riff, and catchy as hell. Number two, guys, Unchained. Unchained. And number one, I love the frenetic guitar start to the album. The riff comes in, and you got Roth with his sense of humor and all this stuff throughout the album. But this is one of the great Van Halen songs for me. I love it. Mean Street, guys, at number one. Mean Street wins. So that's my number one of my favorite Van Halen songs. So I'll go through the list again. This is ranking Fair Warning by Van Halen. Number one, Mean Street. Number two, Unchained. Number three, Hear About It Later. Number four, Dirty Movies. Number five, so This Is Love. Number six, Push Comes to Shove. Number seven, Sinner Swing. Number eight, One Foot Out the Door. And number nine, Sunday Afternoon in the Park. There you go. Pretty easy list for me to do. Very familiar with this album over the years. And I know what my favorites are, but nothing disappoints on this album. It's a pretty flawless type album, I would say. So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Now, comment down below, subscribe and comment. I love to see your list down below and all those things. Great album. If you don't know much about it, if you're into Van Halen, you haven't heard it, go listen to it. I'm sure you'll love it. I've always loved this album, and it's one of my favorite albums ever, I think. Of any band, it'd be certainly up there. I mean, it's a great album. So there's my ranking of the Van Halen Fair Warning album. I'd like to see your list down below. Comment, subscribe, all those things. I'll see you guys again for another video. I won't be too far. I wanted to get more ranking videos into. Just started doing again. So stay tuned for all that stuff. Bye for now, guys. Bye.